And hello everyone, welcome back to a new video. So today I will be explaining to you guys what an array is. I'm not going to use Delphi because arrays do change depending on what you decide to, what language you decide to use. Okay, now we have a little bit of a cleaner screen. So an array, it is what you use to hold a ton of information. Unlike a text file or a database, which we'll get to in later, arrays can keep little bits of information inside of it. If you're familiar with any other programming languages, you would know what an array is. So let me give you an example. Our name. So this we can call an array. Now what our name has inside of it is John. Or our names. Let's make it our names. Luca. Jim. Maggie. Okay. So as you can see, it holds some information, some data, some form of data. You can even go something like our age. Now our age will be something like 23, 40, so yeah, 23 actually this time, and 10. Something like this. And it just holds the data. Now you might ask yourself, in what scenario would something like this be useful? Well, if you're getting interested in any sort of game development, then this will definitely come up a lot. And if you, and just in general programming, sometimes this can be very useful to quickly get some data from you just populate an array, which means you put some data into an array, you take that array. And this is the very basics of what an array does. It just holds some little form of data, which means you can create an array of anything. You can even create an array of characters. For example, the alphabet. That is an array of characters. A, B, C, and so on and so forth. So that's basically the alphabet. And then you use the array, which is the alphabet, to create words like John. Now, this is where it can get a little bit confusing. The positioning of things in an array. Now, I don't want to confuse you guys, but I do want to warn you guys if you go to a different language. If you start learning something like Java, JavaScript, I believe Python also does like that. PHP, any other language. Most languages with an array, it starts at position 0. That's where it starts. And A here, it will be at position or index 0. And then it has index 1 and then index 2. So this will be index 0, index 1, and index 2. Now let's say we want to get A. Then let's go with output dot lines dot add, and then this is just an example. This won't just work. We'll need to go through how to create one before this would work, but this is just a very basic example. Our names at position, and let's say we want Jim. It would be 0, 1, 2. That, but do not take this in. This is just for future reference if you do decide to go to a different language. Delphi, on the other hand, which is a beginner-friendly language, in most cases there are, for some reason, some very stupid cases where it starts at 0. And that's where a lot of people also get confused, because does it start at 0 or 1? Because in here in the freaking what do you call that? The object inspector, it says it starts at 0. The index is 0. But here in the application, it starts at 1. Well, if you're going to create an array, it starts at 1 in Delphi. In most other programming languages, if you just go to 1, you can definitely get a few errors. But because Delphi is a very beginner-friendly language, it starts at 1 to teach you on the easy way. So for Delphi, you just count 1, 2, 3. And there you have it. So index 1, that would be A. This would be at index 4. This would be at index 2, index 3. That is easy enough to remember, right? And that's an array. That is all there is to an array. You can even do something like our name at position 1 is, and then I'm not going to use an integer string, this is just as an example. Our age at 2 years old. Now you should be able to read this by now. So we go here, our names at position 1. Okay, here's our names, here's position 1. So this is John. John is our names at position 2. Here's our names, 1, 2. John is 40 years old. This is what this says. Now arrays isn't very hard if you don't understand what I mean, but you can go check out the book. Not really the best place to learn it. The book really doesn't explain it very good or anything like that. But yeah, you can definitely go there and find some tips to help you. I'd rather recommend you search it up. If you don't understand what I mean with these arrays, I recommend you search up programming arrays or anything like that, and you'll understand what I mean. And yeah, that's arrays. This is what arrays are, how they look, and stuff like that. Thank you for watching. Hope you understand a little bit more now, and see you all in the next video.